Hello, everyone. This is Pastor Dan Odie here at Southminster Church in Gastonia, and I'm extending an invitation to you today. I'd love to invite you to join us for worship on Sunday. This week, we're going to begin a new teaching series, a series that I've titled Waiting on the Wind. And this title comes from a critical moment in Scripture. If we think back to the Old Testament, back to the story of the Exodus, we remember that God's people had been in bondage in Egypt for 430 years. They served as slaves. And then God sends Moses to deliver them, to rescue them from this entrapment. And throughout the preparations for the Exodus, throughout the plagues that God would send, we remember that the Israelites are incredibly faithful in their obedience and their preparations and doing exactly as God had instructed them through Moses. And finally, after the last plague, Pharaoh agrees. He releases the Israelites. And as they begin their exodus, it's not long before Pharaoh changes his mind and wonders, what are we going to do without our slaves? How is our society going to continue? And so the armies of the Egyptians begin to pursue them. And we see this moment where God's people are stuck. They're at the shore of the Red Sea. The wind of God has not yet moved to open up a path for them to part. They don't know how they're going to cross the Red Sea. And they look up, and Pharaoh's armies are in pursuit. They're in a very precarious position. And we're going to look at this moment. God's people had lived in obedience and faith and trust and done everything they needed to do to prepare for this moment. And yet here they are stuck in a difficult situation, waiting for God to do what only God can do. Perhaps you've had seasons and situations in your life where you feel like you've been obedient, faithful, you've operated in trust and doing what the Lord has led you to do, and yet you come to a roadblock. You're waiting for God to do what only God can do. And so we're going to look at those moments and look at these spiritual principles and what it means to wait on the wind. That's going to start this Sunday morning at Southminster. I'd love to invite you to join us and come. We're worshiping in a few different ways at this time. At 9:15, we're outdoors at our picnic pavilion. You can come and bring a chair and sit and worship with us, or you can stay in your car and listen to 90.5 FM. That transmitter only works on our campus. So if you're on campus, you can listen on FM 90.5. That service, the message from that service, will also be shared on Facebook Live. And then at 10:30, we are currently worshiping in our gym until our new sanctuary is completed, which is just around the corner. That service at 10:30, the whole service will be available on our YouTube page, and we will live stream it. And so we'd love for you to worship with us in whatever way is most comfortable and appropriate for you and your family during this season. But we'd love to see you on Sunday as we think about waiting on the wind, doing everything we can do in obedience and faithfulness, and then waiting on God to do what only God can do. We'd love to see you Sunday. Have a blessed week.